Hello and welcome back to this channel. I will be showing you how to do a finite element analysis of a beam. So let's get started. The software we are going to be using is FreeCAD, and FreeCAD is a free and open source software that you can do your geometrical modeling, and you can also do meshing and your simulation here. So what I'm going to start with is how to create your geometry. So we are going to create our beam geometry. From here, as you can see, we are selecting the plane in which we'll be using to create our geometry. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool in which we can create our rectangular geometry, and from there you will be able to give it your dimension. So the dimension we are going to use is 230 millimeter by 230 millimeter. So the beam width will be 230 millimeter and the depth will be 230 millimeter. Then from there, we are now going to use the path tool. And the path tool, what it does is that now we are going to give it, like we are extruding. So we are extruding, giving it the length of the beam. So the extrude, we are now extruding it to a length of about 3 meters. So our beam length will be 3 meters. Okay, so after our beam geometry is ready, the next thing we do is now to give it our material properties. So it's just like now we have an empty beam and it doesn't have any material attached to it. So we are giving it a concrete property. So we are using the FreeCAD available material properties, and in which it has a concrete properties. So from there, now what we need to do is to assign the material properties to the geometry or the model that we have already created. So as you can see, we are now selecting it. From there, now what we need to do, the next step is to give it a boundary condition, and our beam is going to have a fixed boundary condition in which is going to be a cantilever beam with a fixed end and a free end at the other side. So what we need to do after giving it the boundary condition, then we have to create the loading. Now the loading, you can also find it in the model section of the FreeCAD. That is if you are in the FEM workbench. So we are now giving it a loading. And after there, what we need to do is to do the meshing. So we are using the meshing to define the mesh that will be used for the model. So after that, now we are going to run the static structural analysis using calculate solver. So after that, you can see our result, and we are looking at the displacement and the various stresses around the beam. So we'll be creating videos similar to this. I'm working on a contact problem for a pavement, and if you feel like these videos are going to be relevant, I will need you to support me on my Ko-fi page and also on my Patreon. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.